film a film like this in and amongst the people in this community? How inviting are they? Do you have to obviously build up that level of trust with them, and obviously because they're inviting you into their lives?
It's very important. Yeah, yeah. That's my usual practice in almost all my films. That's why even her, she has to come ahead before the shoot so that she would see the community by herself. She would, communicate with them, see how they really lived, and. Yeah, in their daily life. So it's very important because we have to develop that kind of that kind of relationship somehow, and that kind of understanding about not only about their culture but how they live their life. So that you don't intimidate them when you come to the set and you finally shoot. So more or less they're familiar with us, they're familiar with our ways, because especially with this small kind of community, and that is so distant from the rest of the world. That's for them. It's really when they see a camera, when they see people like she's the superstar of the Philippine cinema. She's known all over in every island of the Philippines. So everybody would just like run after her. So if you see our behind the scene, people would just like flock, like hundreds of thousands of people would just to go near her. So you have to. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's that in itself is a big challenge for us. To control the crowd, to control people to go near her. That in itself is a big challenge for the whole group and for the whole security. That's why she has to build that kind of relationship with them, that they don't have, that on the day of the shoot, people would listen, they won't be too rowdy so that we can go on with our shooting. So that's how it goes. And more so with me, in all my shoot, I would go ahead of everyone just to understand people, just to understand how they live, and so that at the end of the day, when we shoot, when we film, they don't get intimidated because we are almost every day, go inside their houses, we eat with them. Yeah, she ate with them. She literally slept on those houses, on those stilt houses.
Yeah.
So
Excuse me. Kasi galing kasi ako sa mahirap, kaya alam ko lahat kung ano yung pakiramdam nila bilang yung mahirap din. Nararamdaman ko at galing ako doon eh.
She adds, she was once a poor citizen.
I came from a very, very poor family.
That's why she really felt the real feelings playing the role of Shaleha. She gave herself.
I used to sell water before. And namumulot ako ng mga tingga para lang ibenta, para lang mabuhay yung family ko.
She's getting a piece of how do you call this, iron, and then she sells it per kilo in order to live. That's how she lived.
When she was younger, she would sell water at the train station. Yeah, so what she's trying to say is the reason why she was able to maybe interpret that kind of emotion in the film is because she can really relate very well with how these people live. When you use your emotions like what she does in most of her film, you can never go wrong. She doesn't even have to say a word. She doesn't even have to act. She just have to feel it. So that's how I think that's what makes her effective, not only in this film, but in all other films as well. Because she always uses her heart and her emotion. Because I think it's her strength among all other Filipino actors in the Philippines, is because she completely understands and she feels by the heart.